Welcome to Fright Night.
Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now?
It's been so long.
Every year on Halloween, this town goes batshit crazy.
Lord, I'm having a
Oh, come on the fucking cabinets, on the fucking furniture, I'll come everywhere!
Oh, really?
I'm the Shadow Man. I sneak and I creep.
Yeah. All right, get off. They did it. You go on the boat, they pull the horn, and it goes boo, and then you get off.
Yeah. I went there for Christmas, and it was fucking awesome. Queen Mary during Christmas.
$200.
Oh,
No,
I also remember that this year.
It was awesome. Dude, they had a whole. So there was a big ice skating rink outside, and then the ice skating rink also extended into a small path that you could ice skate through, like shit, like fucking Christmas decorations
In
and
LA?
shit. Yeah, it's Long Beach where Queen Mary is.
It's still, that's not cold.
No,
Well,
not cold.
it's in December.
It's well
It's
maintained.
yeah, they were able to maintain it. It's like
Damn.
it gets to the 40s. Like it's not like
Oh, all right.
That's what I was thinking
Wouldn't
too.
know.
But I
Haven't
was
spent enough
worried.
time in LA.
But I was worried if I said something, it would be an obvious answer, and I would look like a fucking idiot.
Oh, we get.
So I was,
the ice
like,
cream.
how do you keep
That's
ice
cool.
cold in the
Well,
desert?
Florida, you
and I
can't.
was like,
Yeah.
how do you do that?
Doesn't
That's
work
what
in Florida.
I'm here to ask the stupidest questions possible.
Yeah. Well,
We have the technology. I don't know what it is, but we
have.
have the technology.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
In my head, I was thinking, okay, well, there's ice skating rinks everywhere, but they're enclosed. They're in a dome, so it's cold.
it's usually
in there. So how do you do
it's
that
usually
outside?
compressors. You have compressors that are underneath the ice. That
Hold on for 1 minute. Josh, what we have technology to look things up? What the fuck are you talking about?
No, technology to keep ice frozen. I don't know what it is,
okay.
but it's whatever they use.
I don't believe in that either.
Staples Center or Crypto Arena, whatever it's fucking called now, that's where the Lakers and the Kings play. And so if you go online, you can watch the Kings have their ice rink for the hockey games down there, and then they just cover the whole thing with boards whenever it's time to play a basketball game.
Yeah. It's like a 3.5 hour process.
Yeah.
Wow.
To
What's
turn
the
it
name of
from
that venue?
It's now called Crypto.com Arena.
Yeah.
Wow. That's up there with our amphitheater in Tampa. Used to be called the 1-800 Ask Gary Amphitheater.
And you know what's fucked up? It was kind of better back then.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, at least
way
1-800
better.
Ask Gary is probably still more relevant than Crypto.com.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
That's very accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Dude, those
Although-
naming rights are super. I mean, that's big.
Yeah,
big
they paid a
fucking
fuck
money.
ton.
yeah.
People
Yeah.
were pissed because that had been Staples Center for a long time.
Yeah.
Long fucking
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure people just continue to call it Staples Center.
They
yeah,
do.
oh yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I still do. And Staples is probably Staples isn't making money anymore.
Yeah.
There's no way they can afford that one.
Yeah. No.
Can't go up against crypto.com.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, too many
Yeah.
bros.
Too many bros.
Too many
Yeah.
bros.
Nice.
All right, let's get this fucking thing.
Is it
Going.
another great cold open?
Another great, 5
Yeah.
minutes of random nonsense. Although I still really want to go to haunted houses now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
do it.
hearing
fucking go.
what the problem is hearing what you have access to, Josh, is
That's why you just ignore them.
like that's the kind I've never experienced haunted houses like that.
Dude, you still haven't done Zombie Joe's Underground. You got to do
Yeah, I
that.
haven't, no. But there's some
Gotta
great
do
ones.
it.
I was looking it up online because I wanted to do a like haunts across America that I am mad I don't get to go to. And there's like one in Pennsylvania in an abandoned
Yeah.
hospital that's apparently one of the scariest haunts in the country. There's one
That's
in
awesome.
Minnesota that's like got vendors. It's a whole fucking
Wait, that's not at the
Like-
Session 9 one, is it?
No, that's burned down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
in
there's-
Massachusetts.
there's some wild ones out there that I would I would love to do a whole fucking field trip and just hit all these other ones.
Yeah,
we get
why
some
are
good
we
ones here.
doing that right
Do
now?
they still
Why are
do
we
how?
doing that?
Because we got to record Derek's Fuckfest.
That's right.
Let's get a camper. Let's get a camper when we all retire and in our 60s and just fucking
retire.
Yeah.
I mean, I can work from anywhere.
The camper?
You got Wi-Fi in there. I'm solid.
Yeah.
We'll just strap Kimmy to the roof. It should be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we should do that. She can not strap Kimmy to the roof.
The loved ones can be in the RV.
Yeah. We should totally go around. But you guys have jobs. We have jobs, but you guys have more job. Yeah.
Your jobs are more job than our jobs.
Your jobs are way more jobby than our jobs.
Because like we would have to take like a whole month and just road trip everywhere and do that. That'd be dope.
Well, no, like I said, I work from home full time. So as long as there's Wi-Fi, you just got to give me a few hours during the day to do what I got to do, and then
hey, there's always a McDonald's somewhere.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, pull your kid out of school, Derek, for a month, and let's go to haunted houses.
We're gonna be a horror commune on
It'll be good. It'll be an educational experience.
It'll be an educational experience. All right.
Yeah.
This is why you don't want to join a commune.
Oh man, that'd be we should do that. I don't know how to do that, but we should.
We're gonna pitch it on a camper first.
Here's my question. Do you guys think that we will ever start this episode?
Let's do it.
Well,
let's do it.
I don't know. I think that was.
I don't know. I don't know if we should.
I'd say it's real late for you guys, and I still got to eat. So yeah,
maybe this is just a supplemental one. We'll put it between the other two.
Yeah, let's make these 8 minutes.
All right.
You weren't kidding. By the end of the fuck, we're doing 1 minute per movie.
10 minutes.
It's
good. Okay, hold on. No.
Yeah.
How do I restart it? 10 minutes. Tales of Halloween. Go. I fucking love this movie.
I had never seen it before, and I fucking loved it too. This was so good. What an opening! That Sweet Tooth story. I'm like, oh, this is sick. All right, yeah.
It's a great opening. Those kills are fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Just like
it feels.
Was that an intestine that's pulled out of his fucking mouth?
Yeah. It Tales of Halloween feels like they watched Trick or Treat and went, we can make one more gory than that.
Which is funny because didn't they come out like pretty much the same time?
Yeah, around the same time. I can't remember which one. I think Trick or Treat came out first.
Yeah,
I think around the same time.
One of the reviews of Tales from Halloween was
really
the best horror anthology since Trick or Treat. So it was like shortly after.
Yeah, I'm wrong. Trick or Treat's 2007. Tales of Halloween's 2015.
Yeah. Wow,
that's
way off.
Way off.
I will say I've only seen I've only seen Tales of Halloween once, and I did not rewatch it this time. I'm not that into it.
Dude, you gotta watch it again.
I think it's the same reason I'm not, because it's the same one that introduces art, right?
No, that's All Hallows Eve.
That's All Hallows Eve.
This is the one with Trap Them.
With Trap Them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I also didn't like this one that much.
Yeah. It's I do think that it does suffer from some of the typical anthology kind of movies where there's too many stories to the point where
it's a lot.
Yeah, there's 10 stories in this one.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so it kind of gets to the point. I know some of them are shorter than others, so halfway through you're kind of like, okay, we could have whittled this down. And that's what I think Trick or Treat, not to keep bringing that one up, but I think that's when they found a good sweet spot.
Yeah.
However, this one, Tales of Halloween, I just fucking love the vibe of it. It has this, it's like I don't know, it's like the Halloween vibe of Trick or Treat, but blown up.
You're a big vibe guy.
You're a big vibe.
I am.
That's one thing that we
appreciates a good vibe.
Yeah, always focusing on the
Justin's
vibe.
just good vibes, dude. You're good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes only.
Or bad vibes.
Good, no. Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
But good vibes, even if the vibes are bad, but if it's the bad kind of good, then that's a good vibe.
Man, I'm so glad that we can come to these very like strong understandings.
Well, I mean, think of it like Josh was saying at the beginning of this movie. That's a bad vibe for that kid.
For us, and then it's a good vibe.
But for us, it's a good vibe because who doesn't want to watch a kid eat whatever the fuck that was,
candy out of people's stomachs.
Out of his parents' corpse.
Yeah, like that's dope. That's but again,
it sets the tone really well.
Yeah,
it's very bad
vibe. You know what you're getting into.
I mean, look, my
good bad
problem,
vibes.
So much of my problem with Halloween candy is how my mouth is just so dry afterwards.
Yeah.
So if they're covered in guts and gore, good to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great band name. Good bad vibes.
Good bad vibes. Yeah.
Good bad vibes.
I like
good bad vibes tour.
I would be very surprised if they're not touring with Slightly Stupid, Derek.
I was about to say it sounds like a SoCal reggae tour. 2024 good bad vibes.
Yeah. They're playing here in Long Beach and
starring G-Funk and the Funky Bunch or whatever.
We can make much money off of that. I don't know.
And the Dirty Heads.
And the Dirty Heads.
I don't know if these are fake band names or not.
No, those are all
very
real.
real.
Those are real? Okay.
Revolution. Yeah.
Revolution. Oh.
Yeah.
God, there's gonna be so many white girls with dreads.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the bands I used to work for.
Halloween. Great. Great movie. Great movie.
Great opening.
How is this even like a conversation on this one? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I love
it would help if you watched it, James.
Yeah, you gotta watch the movie. We get
Halloween.
Herbie,
I've never even heard of it.
Evil Barry Bostwick, which was again another like Dylan Baker in Trick or Treat, an actor who could have just kept doing his safe middle-aged white dude like Hallmark because he's done a lot of that too.
Yeah,
but then he pops up in these genre flicks doing just the goofiest shit.
Yeah,
and taking this kid around to pull pranks, and then the kid gets murdered by the police for pissing his pants.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
that's the craziest suicide by cop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let me piss myself so they shoot me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Do you ever watch anthologies not in October? I feel like they should be reserved for October.
It depends on there's one called
No,
Fright
it
Package.
doesn't. No.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
bad.
You're fucking wrong.
Then no.
Sorry.
Are there any anthologies that aren't horror?
I mean,
like, what's a non-horror anthology?
Well, no, I mean you could watch an anthology outside of October, dude. VHS.
No.
You could watch VHS whenever.
Oh, there you go. Yes, VHS. There you go.
Fright Package is
VHS
not
is good. ABC's of Death.
I don't know what
ABC's
Fright
of Death.
Package is.
Fright Package is really good. They showed it
Is
on.
it?
Or is it
on
Scare
Dope.
Package?
Scare Package.
Scare
Package, yeah,
Scare
yeah.
Package.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
There's so many fucking words
did
for
the,
fright
packages,
scare.
dude.
It's a play on
Packages.
Care Package.
Right. Shut up, John.
Yeah, there's VHS. That's a good one. Creep Show. I'm always down for Creep Show.
Creep Show
year round.
You can
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can watch Creep
yeah.
Show in March. Totally
There's,
fine.
Yeah,
fuck,
this is
what's
true.
that drive-in one.
Drive-in one.
Ooh, sounds fun.
It's
Yeah, I love a good
I think
drive-in.
it's something-O-Rama, actually.
Oh, Chillerama.
Chillerama, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, never
I
saw it.
haven't seen that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've always.
some fun stuff.
It's a little hit or miss. There's a couple that I'm like,
Yeah.
but for the most
Yeah, I
part.
remember when it came out. I was like, yeah, we should watch that. And then you
Yeah.
watched it, and I never had a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love a good-
love a good anthology.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Love a good analogy.
Finish each other's sentences.
Yeah. But no, it's because it's
Weird. Who would
if
have
the
thought
story
that?
sucks, you've got another one like 2 minutes later.
you
It's
gotta-
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You go quick.
Who would have possibly
It's kinda
thought
like
that
it's kinda like
3
this episode.
episodes into 31 movies and trying to say them all, we just lose our fucking minds?
Yeah. It's kind of like this
2 minutes.
episode, just 2 minutes size. We got another one coming up here.
Yeah.
These episodes are the anthologies of our fucking
Holy shit.
podcast.
2.5 minutes left.
What if these episodes do better than anything else you've ever done? And this has to be the format going forward.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd be so mad.
November Fuck Fest.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of upset listeners.
Yeah, but like you guys really used to like dissect 1 or 2 movies. Now you do 8 per week, and you dedicate 10 minutes to each one. Like,
and none of you watch them.
Derek didn't even mention that the executive producer of that one also did the cinematography on Blade Runner. Like, he usually comes through with those facts, and you didn't even give him time to do that.
No Rotten Tomatoes scores.
No tomato
meters. Tomato meters. That's my favorite part. I wait until the end for what the letterbox score is on everything you're talking about.
These fucking douchebags are phoning it in.
Now I just gotta listen to your fucking phone alarm every 10 minutes. This is ridiculous.
Oh, now it's 8 minutes, huh?
Minute 30. That killed 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Well,
keep going.
I did my part.
You didn't watch this again yet, Derek, did you?
I did. Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
didn't finish it.
Yeah, did you guys not hear where I'm the only asshole this time?
I'm like an hour. I was an hour into it. So I got through.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe like the first 6.
15 of them.
Yeah, I got through fucking 20.
Yeah, wasn't the...
so you didn't get the John Landis jump scare?
No.
Yeah.
So. No.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is he doing in this?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I always thought this was one that I've seen. And then when I started watching it, I was like, oh, no, I haven't seen this. Every time I'd see it,
I think that was the same way.
I was confusing it with Trick or Treat, and I think, but yeah.
I think there's another one. Holidays is another anthology that's like a year round. It covers all the holidays, obviously, and that's another one that I haven't seen. And everyone's like, "Oh, I love watching that at Halloween." And I'm like, but if it talks about fucking Valentine's Day and Easter, I don't want to.
That's a weird one for me because like I'm aware of it, but I don't like each one of those should have their own anthology.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't there a Christmas horror anthology?
Yeah, it's called A Christmas Horror Story, actually.
Yeah, I watched that.
I'm glad we could figure that one out. That was tough.
Yeah, that one's fun.
That is a fun one.
Done.
No.
Okay.
I'm waiting for us to like just start being like, thank God.
We just sit here in silence, like we've said what we needed to say.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this.
Just let these 3 minutes go.
Maybe this one will be it because let's see. So next one is Us, and I've never watched Us.
Oh, you haven't even seen it?
Yeah. I'm so bad at this.
It is a movie,
but crazy busy week, so I did not get a chance to watch Us. I know you guys have all seen it, so
I saw it in theaters, and it's not Get Out, and I know it got a lot of heat for not being Get Out, but I did enjoy it. I did like
but you
Us.
Can't judge.
No.
Yeah, what sucks is Get Out was so fucking good, and he like just came out of the gate with that movie, and it just smashed. So even whenever he announced that movie, I knew going into it, it's like everybody's. It's if it's not that level, then it's going to get a lot of heat, which is
I just like how fucking different he like I'm gonna do something fucking different, and that I really really appreciate. And Tim Heidecker's in it. Tim Heidecker's not in Get Out, I'll tell you that much.
No, he's not.
You are correct. That is a fact.
I have slight spoiler for you who haven't seen it, but it also
has, just go for it.
It also has one of my favorite scenes where they're arguing. The daughter wants to drive. She's like, I killed more people. I should get to drive. And she was like, no, I didn't. And then the dad's like, I killed myself and Josh. I should drive. And then she's like, no, I killed them too. And they're like, no, the other one wasn't dead. I just had to kill her again. And I'm like, this is fucking hilarious.
There's some good humor.
And it's still terrifying. Because like when the twin girls appear for the first time, it's so well executed. Like the way the camera just cuts up and they're like, hello, and then just fucking pandemonium, and I'm like, oh shit, this is like, it's happening. It's so creepy. I don't know. I love that movie. The ending didn't work for me the first time I saw it, but I rewatched it a bunch, and I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like up until
hold on, no, hold on, whoa. That doesn't. No, you can't just give it a pass. Like it's still a shit ending.
It's not that shitty.
What do you
but
think?
You didn't say it was good now. You were just like, I don't care anymore.
I'm trying to remember the ending.
No, I was trying to.
They all hold hands across the fucking world.
Yeah.
Oh no, that part I liked. It was the reveal of where they came from. I was like, that doesn't really make sense. Like, how would they? How would that go unnoticed?
The combination of those two things at the end, I was like, what the fuck was this movie then?
Well, the hands across America is because that's what she remembered when she went down there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So she brought that to them.
I get that that's what she remembered. What was the fucking point?
Taking over. They're joining Hands Across America.
By holding hands in a line?
Yeah, when you're a kid and then you don't know anything else beyond that, you think that's going to make a difference. We thought it was going to make a difference when we did it in the 80s.
It did not.
You know what? It also didn't make a difference in this movie.
I would love to be in Justin's head right now as he's like, wait, what the fuck is this movie about?
Like, God, I wanted to watch. You have to watch it now just so that we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah. It's the Jordan Peele movie I think I rewatched the most just because of how like simple and fun and like nuts it can get, where you don't like Get Out is still my favorite Jordan Peele movie because the screenplay is so
it's amazing, but it's a hard watch.
Yeah, but it's not one that you just like throw on and
you got to be in a mood for that one.
You're gonna be upset by the end of it. That's for goddamn.
Exactly. I feel like Us is one you can just throw on.
Yeah.
The trailer of Us, the usage of the song, I got 5 on it.
Yeah,
was so fucking cool.
Dude. I enjoyed the trailer more than the movie for sure.
That shit was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie, and I know for a fact that remix of that song for that trailer is still going to be my favorite part of this whole movie. I've seen a couple. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but the use of the changing up of a song for a trailer. I know it happens all the time.
It became like a thing. At some point.
Yeah.
I feel like did Us start that? I can't remember before.
No, I've seen.
Well, they fucking nailed it.
Yeah, no, I think Us like re-upped the bar as far as like a remix can go, because you've seen like I know like Avengers did the
Watchmen
Pinocchio strings, but like they always do just like a slowed moody version where it's like, what if we made this
was
sad and
complete,
but this was a full like remix. Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, it's like,
and then the Candyman requel did it with Say My Name, which was also
See, that was good. Yeah, that was
dope.
it was clever.
I haven't watched that yet. I need to watch that.
That one's great.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I like
it
that
either.
one a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I haven't seen that. Yeah, I know. Need to get more on it.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I liked the new Candyman.
But yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about with Us, which obviously I haven't seen the movie, but it's a family, sounds crazy.
And then like they're like chilling at the house. This is me remembering it from when I saw it in theater, so it's probably going to be wrong. It's a family and they're like chilling in a house, and then they show up.
Yeah, it's like they're other thems.
They are like, "Oh, we're going to kill you," and it's like, okay, why? And then they don't please. Yeah. And then like they kind of explain it, but like I still don't know what the fucking explanation is. They're clones, or I don't know.
Are they clones from a different world?
No. So they're on vacation in Santa Cruz, and they're the tethered. So the Lupita Nyong'o's like duplicate explains that the government. Yeah, she's so incredible.
Yeah. They're all rich. She's good in everything.
Yeah. She's great. Winston Duke as the dad is fucking hilarious and so funny. But her tethered Red explains that the government found a way to separate the body into two, but not the soul. So they were trying to figure out a way to like clone people, but when you clone somebody, they're still connected to you. They're tethered to you. And so the government like shut down this operation, but there's still apparently millions or like hundreds of thousands of these clones.
Where do they live?
In these abandoned tunnels underground, because apparently there are like hundreds of thousands of miles of just empty pipes and tanks and whatever, like underground sewer lines and everything. So they're just kind of like buried underground. Yeah, it is.
No,
that part's a little like that doesn't make any sense.
It's hilarious to me because I'm seeing Justin, the look that happened on my face as I was watching it, going across Justin's
But I'm like,
face.
if that part seems unrealistic, the fucking cloning also seems unrealistic too. So
100%.
Yeah, but you gotta just abandon logic for some of these because the movie itself is still really fun.
Yeah. That.
Well, it's social commentary, no?
Yeah, exactly.
On what?
On
a second-class citizens.
On what?
Escalators.
And escalators
And tethers. It's on tethers.
Yeah, and tetherball.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, I could understand being Jordan Peele making Get Out and having that. Because that involves hypnotism and all that stuff. That was also fantastical,
but it feels,
it
felt more grounded with the logic
with reality
and the logistics of the world,
right? But I can also
that,
see him wanting to go full on Twilight Zone from what that sounds like,
and that's I think like Derek said, I think it's a commentary on second class citizens. Like this is a whole cross section of Americans that the government created and then said, "Oh shit," and abandoned them. So it's like the lower class. Yeah.
I just really wanted the end of it to be okay. Well, if you hate everyone, then why are you like being cool and holding hands across the nation?
Oh, so it's not
they're killing everybody else. The tethered are all holding hands with each other. They killed all of us.
When?
Was that maybe it's
that's the whole
they don't. No. Hold on. They don't show that.
Are you thinking of All Hallows Eve again?
No.
Where did clowns come from?
Yeah. No, the Tim Heidecker and Elizabeth Moss clones show up and murder them, and then their kids show up and murder their kids.
They're killing their clone.
Yeah, Pluto comes and he's trying to kill his clone. And
so what it's saying is we should all kill the rich and take over.
No, unfortunately, that would have been the better message for the story.
Well, from the sounds,
it's pretty similar.
It's kind of
whatever. Hold hands.
Whatever class of citizen you want to plug in there.
Yeah.
The rich ones, definitely the rich ones. Let's plug in the rich ones.
There we go.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to kill the poor people because I'm one of them.
No. Yeah. 7 seconds. Yeah, that sounds fucking
I'm surprised
bonkers.
I'm surprised that we didn't hit the buzzer.
Right. Cool. Done.
Close.
What do we do?
Fright Night
85. Yeah, I know it's Derek's. I know it's one of Derek's favorite movies ever.
Can we go ahead
and
add the remake to this conversation?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, remake's great.
I will say, out of all 80s horror, Fright Night is not my favorite 80s horror movie. It's not even close to being my favorite vampire movie, but it is by far, I think, my favorite horror cover.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
I mean, that cover is fucking incredible.
Iconic still.
Yeah.
And Chris Sarandon. He's so good.
Sarandon?
Yeah. They're all great, but that cover. That cover, man.
It's not Marcy from Married with Children, dude. It's
great. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. I didn't rewatch this one for this week because I didn't have time. I was like, I'll watch the ones that I've never seen first. But I haven't watched the original Fright Night, and I don't know how long. I definitely need to get back on that.
Yeah.
But I did watch the remake recently, and that was way more solid than I anticipated.
Remake Fright Night is awesome. One of my favorite horror movies ever.
I think that's really the problem with going back to watch Fright Night now is that I understand that people really like the original, and that's fine. It's a fucking dope movie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Man, like the remake just really like the story's so streamlined and makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool, I get it. And like the original's kind of all over the place to a certain degree. And like sometimes it doesn't know which storyline it should be following. And like it really focuses on Ed way more than
That's right.
Like,
it does.
Not evil Ed. I like evil fucked up Ed. Yeah. That's the problem I want more of him being fucked.
He's great. Right.
And not,
which you get in the remake.
Yeah, exactly. And also like, look, I love Chris Sarandon, but
He's not Colin Farrell, dude.
He's not as sexy as Colin Farrell as a vampire.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell is a vampire minus CGI Jay Leno face.
Yeah, I'd say minus the transformation.
Yeah.
Wasn't Fright Night in 3D? Which also explains why some of those special effects were so awful for the time.
The only one that's really brutal is the face, though. The rest of it's just pretty passable.
Yeah. But man, and David Tennant, phenomenal.
Dude, Tennant's
and Tony Collette.
David Tennant,
so fucking funny.
Yeah, she plays such a good mom in a horror movie.
Fucking our fucking boy.
Oh yeah, Anton.
Like the most, like honestly, like I don't know why he's not the first fucking thing. The original doesn't star Anton Yelchin.
True.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Hey, I don't think he's born yet.
What a legend.
That's the main reason why.
Yeah,
they were gonna cast him, but they were like, he hasn't been born yet.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just love.
I think we're. No, go ahead, dude.
We did an episode on this a long time ago on the paranoid neighbor movies.
Yeah.
And to me, this encompasses that so well. I mean, the remake, both of them. Yeah. I love that vibe, as we like to say, especially in the 80s. I feel like it's just they just capture that very well.
It was back when it was more of a fun joke, and instead of just the way that the world is now,
right?
yeah. Well, I think it was like that then too. Let's not kid ourselves. Maybe worse, actually.
Probably worse.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah, people could get away with a lot more.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I love this movie. This and I feel like when I was younger, this and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Kind of.
Oh yeah. That's a perfect 80s double feature.
Yeah, they were always.
Well, Buffy's from 92, but still same vibe.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Perfect.
All about the
it's
vibes.
a perfect 93 double feature.
It's good bad vibes, dude.
I think it's what's funny is I did my top 5 vampire movies a while back, and a lot of people were mad that Fright Night wasn't included, and I was like, is it that good? Because I don't I remember it being
it's got some
classic, and I remember liking it, but there's top 5 vampires of all time. I don't think so. So now I'm gonna rewatch it, but it's I still don't think it's up there.
One I haven't seen that I keep hearing is very highly rated is Martin.
Oh yeah, George Romero.
I've watched it.
Yeah.
I'm very aware.
I see that one.
That's a good.
I didn't realize it was a vampire movie. Honestly.
Yeah. That's honestly a good question, Derek. What are your top 5? I know you like lists, and I know you like vampires. What's your top 5 vampire movies, dude?
You love putting me on the spot with no prepared.
Yes, I like
4 minutes.
4 minutes 35. 4:35.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I love Fright Night. I love Near Dark. I love 30 Days of Night. I like a lot. I like what's the Leslie Nielsen Dracula movie?
Dead loving it.
Yeah. Even though I haven't seen it.
There's 5.
Even though I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Really like that one.
It really stuck with you.
Yeah.
Here you go. Okay, cool. That took up 30 seconds.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. Party.
Party. Should we all quickly do a 5?
No, I forgot about that paranoid neighbor trope episode that we did.
Yeah.
So and I love that. Yeah, I love that trope. And normally it's, like Summer of '84 or Disturbia. It's, or The Burbs, where it's, there's nothing other than just these people are serial killers, which it's not nothing. Window. That's cool. Right. And it's like,
Justin, these people are just serial killers.
Yeah.
Whatever. No.
It's not a big deal. But when you look at Fright Night, it is really cool to take that trope and then introduce something paranormal, supernatural, to that degree. It adds a different vibe to it.
It's good bad
vibes.
Element
to it.
Good bad vibes.
Good bad vibes. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. It's good vibes for the vampire, bad vibes for the kid.
Yeah. So does this one gets compared to? Oh, never mind. That's on the next episode. I'll shut the fuck up.
Do it, dude. Fill in the time.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Say what the movie is, but you can't talk about it until the next episode.
No, say a lot of people compare. Like, I think this one gets lumped in with Lost Boys a lot because it's the paranoid, secret vampire, 80s, and so I love the Lost Boys. I've seen that one like 100 times, but Fright Night. I know my mom loves it, and I know I watched it as a kid. I just need to rewatch Fright Night.
Yeah, I think Lost Boys crushed because it's got the vibe. Yeah, it's so fucking 80s. You know what I mean? Yeah. It blends the perfect elements.
Plus, it's got the fucking like second only to the Mummy. It's got one of the hottest casts ever.
Yeah, like everybody looks hot as fuck. Everybody's wardrobe and they're all wearing
is fucking leather jackets.
Yeah, and shit. Like it's peak.
They're
80s,
riding dirt bikes to fucking.
We can't talk about this anymore. This is on the next episode. Shut the fuck up.
I said that.
But what I was gonna say is like that movie just it hit on every line. So it's like that movie dwarfs all other vampire movies from that era, which is not fair to other movies like Fright Night because it's still really fucking good. However, Fright Night's cover, again, to bring it back to the cover, crushes Lost Boys cover.
It's a better cover.
I think it crushes any cover.
It crushes
completely.
The only cover that it doesn't crush, and it's probably because they ripped it off, is Return of the Living Dead 2.
Yes. That is
because it's pretty much the
that
same
is good.
cloud.
Yeah, it is.
Return of the Living Dead 2, another movie where the cover is better than the movie.
Yeah.
There's a Fright Night 2.
Yeah.
I
never saw it.
It's pretty popular. People, I don't know if it just like gained a cult following, but every time I see somebody talking about it, it's how underrated it is.
I feel like it's definitely a cult following because I knew that it existed for a long time and no one talked about it until a
couple years ago.
Yeah.
Then it started to pick up steam and like kind of make a comeback.
I might be wrong because I haven't seen it, but
I don't think I have it. Super expensive on VHS.
Word of mouth just spread by accident because people were like, "Have you seen Fright Night 2?" And they meant also, but everyone else was like, "Oh, I guess I got to watch the sequel."
I'm just gonna skip the first
one.
My
list. Hey, you can't stream it anywhere.
No,
you can only.
Guys
might be one of those. A lot of the times when I find a sleeper like that's not streaming anywhere, someone has it on YouTube. I found a few movies like that recently. So
gotta get the tape.
Yeah.
Order me a pirate.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
13 seconds.
13 seconds.
13 seconds.
Vampires are cool.
Vampires are pretty dope.
Vampires are cool.
80s vampires even better.
Vampire cover art, very cool.
Yeah, I'd be one.
Lost Boys is a great movie. Oh, fuck, I did it again.
Very cool. Okay, Monster Squad. I mean,
can we just skip this one? Go back and listen to the episode.
Yeah.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet.
No. The greatest movie ever made.
Greatest movie ever made.
Ever.
I think
5 stars.
Yeah.
So last year I hosted.
Hold on. Are we gonna have to kick Derek off the fucking podcast soon?
Yeah, I'm like thinking this is gonna go bad.
I don't know, man. He's
what are you about
shit.
to say?
Yeah,
I know you love Monster.
I don't know. He got all serious and shit about Monster Squad.
Did you watch a 4-star movie before the Monster Squad? So now it gets 2.5 stars.
No, I fucking love Monster Squad.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goddamn right you do.
Out of the gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavily influenced by my older brother, who watched the fuck out of it when we were kids. So I just kind of was around it at a very young age. But anyways, last year I hosted a couple of Halloween movie nights with kids in the neighborhood and my son. Like he's the youngest kid in our neighborhood, but a lot of the older kids they love him and watch over him and whatnot. But anyways, they'd come over and we have our movie room or whatever.
It sounds so wholesome.
Right? Yeah. we watched a few movies like that last year and it was great. And then actually yesterday, a couple of the neighbors pulled up. They saw we have a big werewolf in our front lawn and like, hey, when are we going to do Halloween movie nights at your house this month? And my wife brought up, hey, we should do Monster Squad. Because you were just talking about, I was like, yeah, I fucking would love that. And I've been wanting to show it to my son, who's about to be 4. And I know there's a couple of parts in that movie that I was a little worried about.
Right.
But
you just got to make sure that you're currently having a conversation with your kid.
Yeah,
whenever those parts happen.
Yeah.
And it's not even spooky parts, right? There's
not at all.
No. It's some language and
which product of the time,
right?
I just want to see Derek. There's all these fucking kids watching Monster Squad, and then it gets to the point, and he's like, beep! He's just screaming beep.
Yeah.
I just scream really loud. You guys want popcorn? It's like, whoa!
It's early in the morning. You want popcorn?
Yeah. Derek had an issue there, controlling the volume of his voice.
Yeah. Can you rewind it, Derek? I missed what the bully said when Derek was screaming, "No, just tell me you want popcorn."
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
It's like a movie theater. No rewind.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Well, I just haven't done it yet. This was a discussion that happened yesterday, and I'm gonna do that.
Story without an ending.
We're recording this on October 1st. Just started. I'm gonna do it at some point this month. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this movie just goes without saying. It's fucking awesome, and I'm just excited to share that with a bunch of kids who haven't seen it before. I hope they like it.
How old are the other kids?
So you got a 7, a 10. You got a 12.
These are their ages, right? You're not ranking them.
That was good. Yeah. These are their ages.
Well, this kid's fine, but he's kind of a dick.
Being generous with the 7.
He's kind of a jerk, honestly. He's always asking for more water.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have something to eat? I have low blood sugar.
Oh man, you'd only be a 2 on Letterboxd. You know that?
Yeah.
Only a 2.
He's a 7
because your friend was a 10.
He's a 7 until he starts talking. Then
Right.
Straight down.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But I mean, that's around the same age that I was when I watched this movie, and that was like, you're always scared of horror movies at that age. But for some reason, I know I've said this on the podcast before, but like the Monster Squad is such a perfect vehicle into that world where it makes it's just more easily digestible,
right? Because it's not, it is scary, but it's scary in a like action movie kind of way. And it makes you as a kid, like I didn't see it when I was a kid. And even then, like my inner kid was like, I feel like a hero.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It gives you a vehicle to attach yourself to, similar kids as you, even if you watch it as an adult.
Such like developed kid characters. That,
like that gang is
each person, each one of your friends can figure out one that they relate to.
Right. Yeah.
And I will build my son a treehouse. Like that is going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking I might do it for his birthday next year. So maybe I wait to watch it in his treehouse next year. We'll do that.
That'd be dope.
But, yeah.
Dude, you got to do that now. Now I'm invested.
Now we have to know.
Yeah. Now I want to know how this goes.
Whatever other fucking like stuff you had going on in October. You're building a fucking Monster Squad.
Yeah. It's a little
that'd be dope.
Too late now to do it for his birthday this year. But
I'm 39 and I want that now.
Yeah.
Give me.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Yeah. And I'm gonna fit in it for sure. It'll be adult sized.
Yeah. I mean, if Frankenstein's monster could fit in there, I'm sure you'd find a way.
Big fuck was
that big fuck. The
Frankenstein's monster. You're such a big fuck.
We watched this one again. I don't know how much time we have left, but
3:45.
So shit. All right. So we, this is one of the first movies. I feel like this is a movie I showed Kimmy early on in our relationship because I was like, this is one of my favorite movies. This like kind of shaped me as a person.
I'm gonna get this tattooed on my throat sometime.
Yeah, you should probably know. If I ever get a neck tattoo, it's gonna be based on this movie. I showed it to her and she was like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. Like the nostalgia definitely packs a punch. Like this is something you grew up as a kid. It's cute. It's fine. Like sure, and she was very kind. But then I took her to see it. But then I took her to see it at the theater when they did the anniversary screening earlier this year. And she, like, after the movie, she was like, "Oh, I get it now." Like, seeing it on the big screen, 35 millimeter with a crowd of people, like this, I absolutely understand why this movie means what it does to you.
And
I was like,
I would also argue that maybe part of it, like a fish, like when you get a fish, you got to like introduce it to the
I am so excited for wherever this is going.
I know. But you know how, like,
when you get a fish,
when you get a new fish, you have to like leave the bag in the water so that the water in the bag will acclimatize to the fish tank.
I'm glad
water.
I never got a fish because I had no idea that was a thing.
That's why all my fish fucking died, because I was just like,
everyone's fish all died very quickly.
Wow.
But so I wonder, her, like, because you showed it to her early in the relationship and then you saw it again, so like she had time to acclimatize to the Monster Squad vibe.
Yeah,
there it is.
A fish.
Vibes.
You gave her good vibes.
Kimmy's a fish. Sorry.
Good vibes. But
Kimmy's a good vibes fish.
Yeah, that's really. I've still never seen this in a theater setting.
This whole series of episodes is such a.
This is such dog shit.
Oh, they're just doing this for them now. Why am I even watching this?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we can't record for 2 weeks and all this builds up.
Yeah.
That was such a sharp decline, James. You could have gone gradual.
Yeah, you could have been a little nicer.
We're only 3 episodes in. It's quick.
Yeah,
that was
we are in the dirt.
It was like an 85-degree angle.
Yeah,
bud.
Nowhere to go but up at this point.
Holy shit, that was great. God,
I'm fucking crying.
But that's awesome that she came around to it and got it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like she liked it, but then when she saw it in the theater, I think she was like, "Oh, now, you have that on your fucking throat." That would kind of, I mean, not to say that, like, I mean, obviously that's for
That'd be great if she hated
it. Can't believe I got to look at that fucking thing every day.
Fucking movie sucks.
She was totally fine with it before he got the tattoo. Now she's like, ah.
The worst. Oh man.
Oh man.
Holy
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Bogus. Wolfman's got nards. Documentary also.
Fantastic.
So good.
Yeah, that is a good documentary.
Yeah. Make you weep.
It really will. It's very heartfelt. Mm-hmm. Okay. Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. PG.
I mean, this movie.
Yeah.
What could be said that we haven't tried to say about any of these other movies?
That's our take on all these movies.
Yeah.
What can you say? This movie.
Yeah. What can you say? what specifically can you say for 10 minutes?
Next episode, we're dropping it to 5.
No, Justin, how much time we got left on this one? Poltergeist is the shit, dude. I love this
so fucking good.
It's
move the bodies.
Fucking terrifying, and I think the surprise when you see it for the first time. Like, I saw it as a kid, not knowing what to expect, but I was like, PG, all right, I got this.
Right.
And then you watch it and you're like, oh, this is one of the scariest fucking movies ever made. Like, how? Yeah. But it's the same with Jaws.
Right. Yeah. And what's so weird is I remember being a kid, late 80s, early 90s, and the whole Carol Ann thing and like, Poltergeist. Like, it was built up for so many years as I was a kid that I was scared of it before I ever even watched it. And what's so weird is it seems to impact not just like the kids of that era, but definitely the adults, because my mom was scared of it.
Yeah,
it transcended. Scared. Right,
transcended horror. It transcended generation. Like, it definitely hit a bunch of generations. Right. I mean, dude, it became a big part of pop culture. The whole "they're here" quote is fucking
just as you were talking about, you said Poltergeist, and it occurred to me, like, how much more I used to hear the word used. Like they used to say poltergeist a lot fucking more than they do. Now it's just like it's back to like ghosts and like But poltergeist specifically was a thing for a while. Like especially in the weird shit that we would pay attention to. But like I remember kids talking about poltergeist in like elementary school and middle school.
It became like a thing.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's interesting to see. It's always interesting to like kind of look back and see what see what movies break that like boundary. Well, we got to say them. It's like my serotonin thing every
nice.
It's the only way he can get it anymore.
There's like a crypto deposit just landed or something. I'm like, what are you getting into now?
That was his investment into crypto.com stadium.
No, my serotonin is depleted unless I hear that noise.
It's good. I mean, it's really good to be fucking Pavlov's dogged by a register sound.
Right.
I'm just gonna sit here and order shirts while we record from now on. Just like Justin's not contributing enough. He seems down. Let me order another.
I feel like I've seen this idea for a website somewhere else.
It's 80 different topic. But yeah, it's always interesting to look back and see what movies from that era ended up doing that. And what's also funny is like when I finally watched it, I was a little bit older. I think I was maybe 10 to 12, somewhere in that time frame. And I was like, this isn't that scary.
Yeah. I saw it when I was like 15, 16 and kind of
and it may have just been the age that I saw it.
I still loved it.
But I still love that movie. But it's interesting to see like why it or try and figure out why it broke that barrier. And maybe it is because it's PG, even though it's a hard PG. But maybe was it because it was easily digestible by a wider audience. It just affected a lot of people that weren't used to haunt movies to that degree. Maybe.
And I think such a big part of it is not only that it was PG, so you could just go see it, but also it can't be discounted the Spielberg effect. Like I know Toby Hooper made the movie, but like it's still got that like production
magic.
Spielberg,
it's got the Amblin stamp on it.
So then it feels like a family, because it is a family movie, but it's a movie about a family. But like it feels like that it has that family like wholesomeness to the
well, it was also a relatable typical American family.
100%.
Like in a house that most American families like that could afford to buy for themselves at the time. Like that was very similar to the house I grew up in just a random suburb. So it just like this could happen to anybody type feeling. Like it resonated. And then somebody else had pointed out nobody dies.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's a horror movie with 0 victims.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah. I never
little girl.
But I mean,
is that
she
a
made
victim
it
or is that just a fun side quest?
But anyone who was dead in the movie was already dead. They just hadn't moved the bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They moved the tombstones. They did not move the bodies.
Right. The concept of it all coming through the TV and electronics. It's such a cool
I think
idea.
that was a huge part of it too.
Definitely.
I can't
made people scared of their fucking TV set.
Right.
Exactly.
And like it's the same exact thing as Jaws, right? Made people fucking afraid of water. And TVs is the most everybody had one at that point. So it was that's the most common thing in a house, and now you're fucked from it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah. How much time we got?
3:45. I'm enjoying this conversation.
It's always 3:45.
Yeah, we're
we
good.
had a
we had a 2-second lull there. I had a
No, there's a funny side story. Poltergeist was at Halloween Horror Nights a few years ago, and the house they did for it was so sick. But that was one of the years where we had torrential weather that like ruined horror nights for a couple of nights. And my buddy Drew Marvick, he's a horror filmmaker in Vegas. He did Pool Party Massacre and he's did a couple of other things.
Yeah.
He and I met at Midsummer Scream, and he was like, "Oh, you work for horror nights?" And he was like, "I just went there." And he's like, it was raining like crazy, but that was really dope. You guys had a good lineup. And I was like, oh, did you go on the day that got like rained out? And he goes, yeah, they closed it right after we were done. He's like, but I was going through the Poltergeist maze when it was flooding. And he's like, so I'm walking through the bodies in the coffins with the headstones or whatever. And the water's like up to my knees. And everyone else is all like, this is fucking disgusting. I gotta give a refund. And I'm just like, this is like peak Poltergeist. Like this, he's like, this is the best way to experience this maze. Oh my God. He's like, it was incredible. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because we got a lot of complaints customer service the next day.
Those complaints are kind of dumb because like it's clean dirty. It's not actually dirty. It's just it's just like fucking dirt and stuff that they rubbed everywhere. You're fine.
Yeah. It's just rainwater.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking.
I'm bummed I didn't get to experience it that way.
Yeah, because like whenever you said torrential downpours, that's what I kept thinking. It was like, that's a perfect time to go through that.
Bro, we could just get like an above ground pool, fill it with water, put some corpses in it, charge people like $20 to have to go walk through it, and we're good.
Boom.
Yeah. Throw some mud in there.
Yeah.
There we go. Trademark it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't steal our great idea, people.
Yeah.
Some actual bodies.
Yeah. You need to make a soup.
I still have to watch the sequels though. There's
I've never seen the sequels either.
I've never seen them. No,
I've heard the second one's pretty solid.
I like the second one. The second one's pretty good. I think there's only a third one, right?
Yeah, because she died.
Yeah.
And then the third one gets a little weird because it's like.
What about Poltergeist? Have you seen Poltergeist?
I've always heard of it, but I've never seen it.
It's disgusting.
Is it?
It's rough. Yeah, it's bad.
Trauma,
That's
right.
Is that one Trauma? I thought that one was.
Sure. It might be that other company.
I would think that it would be.
I could just say that, and then
it's Night of the Chicken Dead.
Night of the Chicken Dead.
It's on Tubi. Right, yeah.
Ooh.
It is Trauma. Yeah, Lloyd Kaufman. Okay.
Yeah.
That might be a good one for the Thanksgiving list.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I just know a chicken ends up in someone's ass at some point in that movie. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah. Let's watch it, dude. Let's do it. Yeah.
We're watching it right now.
What are the physics? You know what? We're gonna wait.
Dude, you can fit a chicken in someone's ass. It's not that complicated. Might be tough. It might be tough. But
if you want it in there,
someone can figure it out. You know.
Make it happen.
Look, the engineering's difficult, but I think we can figure it. We'll put it in a sabo or something.
As long as we'll make some blueprints, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I have watched enough episodes of Mythbusters shooting chickens out of an air cannon at airplane windshields. I think we can figure out how to get a chicken up somebody's ass.
Just the idea of a Mythbusters episode. Get a chicken up someone's ass.
How many chickens can we fit in a man's ass?
Yeah.
Okay. Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker.
Classic.
I love this movie. I love this movie
Perfect
so
movie.
much.
So good. Perfect Halloween movie.
I think this was when I first got on.
Rethink your lists. Go ahead.
When I first got on Letterboxd, this was in my top 4. I had it in my favorite 4.
Yeah.
Nice. I love this movie so much.
So this is a 5-star.
Yeah, I think I did give it 5 stars. Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh, damn. Yeah, that is pretty. That's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to do a merch for it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough Frankenhooker stuff. Frankenhooker's a fun one because the name immediately sounds like it's problematic. We were like, oh, this movie's probably.
Yeah. It should definitely
hasn't aged well at all.
Absolutely be Franken sex worker now.
Yeah. But you watch it and you're like, this is actually a really great fucking movie.
I love it, honestly.
Yeah. That would be, we can do the remake.
That's the remake.
That'd be really fun, actually. Oh my God. I'm not even going to say anything. I got too many ideas already.
Yeah.
But it's great fucking New York City sleaze.
Yeah. Exactly.
It needs to be Frankenhooker.
Yeah. Huge. That's one of the best parts about Henenlotter's movies is he used New York. He used actual New York people.
Yeah,
like, look at Basket Case, like that.
Yeah, a lot of them were actual.
They just lived at that fucking hotel.
Yeah.
And like same thing with it. Like, oh man, I love Hannah Lauder so much, and I love this movie so much because it has cocaine that makes you fucking explode.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
so fucking good.
I have the.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Where'd you get that?
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get that?
My brother bought it for me not that long ago.
That's sick.
Nice. Yeah, that is.
I think it's one of the first like real B movies that I watched.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember I think I was in high school. My brother's like, I went to his house. He had a case of beer, and he's just, you want to watch this movie Frankenhooker? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, do you have to ask?
But it was the first time watching a B movie like that where like I don't understand what's happening in my brain right now because I know what I'm watching is not a good movie,
right?
And I fucking love it. There's something weird happening right now. And now, like, I would argue against myself, like, no, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's just a straight up good movie.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hannah Lauder is the man because I had never seen Basket Case and I just saw it on the big screen at the Alamo Drafthouse just like maybe 3 weeks ago it was.
Hell yeah.
And oh my God, fucking what a movie that
What a fucking movie.
Yeah. And I had seen Brain Damage for the first time maybe a few years ago, but Frankenhooker was always just, yeah.
See, this was
Frankenhooker definitely has the most life of in it than the other ones. Like they're kind of like
one of the first. We hadn't been here for very long. Shortly after we moved to LA, the Egyptian was hosting a Hannah Lauder triple feature, and it was like tickets were $15. And I was like, "Can we go?" And Kimmy's like, "What movies are they?" And I was like, "I don't want to tell you because then you'll probably not want to go." And she's like, "No, if this is something you're excited about, let's do it." And so we went, and it was Basket Case, Brain Damage, Frankenhooker, back to back at the Egyptian Theater.
Yeah. That's great.
And tickets were only like $15 a piece. And that was I had seen pieces of Basket Case. And then when Brain Damage started, I was like, oh yeah, I think I saw this, but I hadn't seen Frankenhooker ever. And so that was, seeing it like that was definitely the way to do it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So good.
Dude, I just went on eBay and was looking up the Frankenhooker VHS because every once in a while I'll go on there just to remind myself why I hate this world.
Google alert
because it's so expensive, dude. It's so expensive. But I have never seen this before. It was a Australian release, double VHS of Frankenhooker and Predator 2.
What?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Awesome.
And
like, yeah. But like, that's such a cool cover.
Yeah, they were both awesome.
1990. And then this Predator 2 cover, that's dope.
They both came out in 1990. So yeah, I guess.
May 22nd.
Is that like that Dead Alive?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's an Australian version. That's $200. There's
honestly that's
worth it though.
I think that's cheap for that. That's way cool for $200.
There's a copy of Frankenhooker, the talking box that is held together with masking tape for $140.
I mean, as it should be.
Wow.
Yeah,
honestly, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, they got to be rare. How many fucking prints of?
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's a perfect condition one, but it's not the talk box. There's a perfect condition one for $600.
Doesn't the talk box just scream "want a date"?
Yeah, and I want one so fucking bad.
Want a date?
Yeah.
Want to go on a date?
Yeah, awesome. It's so good. Yeah, that is definitely that's one of my Grail tapes.
Yeah,
it's just so good. All right,
so
good.
Also,
movie.
Frankenhooker, one of the few cosplays that I will like never get tired of seeing.
Yeah,
whenever I'm at a convention, anytime I see somebody as a Frankenhooker cosplay, they've always like to the nines. They look so fucking cool.
It's one of those cosplays where like you have to fully commit to it because you're gonna have to paint your whole body and like really like
get
to it. So at that point, you could tell that there's just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna fucking go for it.
Yeah,
so fun.
Now I got to rewatch it. That was one I couldn't get to for this, but now I'm definitely going to. That was one I got home and I ordered the Blu-ray, so that's like one of the.
Oh, nice.
I don't have the VHS, but I do have the fancy like collector's edition Blu-ray that dropped a few years back.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like this is one I got to own on physical.
Yeah, I rewatched it maybe like 6 months ago.
Nice.
It was. I've seen that one a lot. It's funny that of his movies, that was the one that I watched fucking, I don't know, at least like 20 times probably. And then Brain Damage, I still have only seen once. I need to revisit that one.
Brain Damage, you got to be in a mood for.
Yeah, Brain Damage.
I loved it.
Weird.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's very weird. Basket Case is the one I think that I was like most surprised by, where I was like, "This is amazing." So that's one that I didn't expect.
It's
but
definitely a
Frankenhooker's
very
the one that
slow
most
build.
people know. Yeah,
it definitely takes a little bit to get going, but once it does,
Frankenhooker is just magic.
Yeah,
it was just a perfect combination of the times and that setting
and exploding cocaine.
Yeah, which you know you can't go wrong with that.
James Lawrence. Yeah, he's fucking.
Yeah, he's fucking insane.
He's awesome.
So
good. I think we've entered into delirium.
Oh
yeah, getting there.
Yeah.
Well, we're just late and hungry and everything too, so it's all just kind of piling on.
Yeah. Okay.
You got one more. You got one more.
We got just one more, but it's going to be an easy one to talk about.
Yeah, and go. It's the Blob remake, 1988. One of the best movies ever fucking made.
A perfect film.
Perfect movie. Perfect Halloween movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dude. I think we've talked about this on the podcast ages ago, but I avoided watching this movie for the longest time.
Yeah,
just because I thought it was so fucking dumb. I thought it was going to be dumb just because the name is just the Blob.
It's like how is this movie going to be like? You'd never ever when you first see the Blob, you're not like, oh, that means that there's going to be bodies inside of it melting. Like you're just it's just going to roll over people like a Katamari Damacy or some shit. And like,
it's very unassuming.
Right.
Oh, it's a glob. This is more of a glob than a blob, guys.
Yeah, and it's fucking scary as shit, dude.
Fucking
some
of the still to this day, it's like The Thing and Blob, and those are the best effects ever.
Yeah, the main one of the first kids who gets blobbed in the hospital
gets blobbed.
Gets blobbed.
You ready to see these kids get blobbed?
Yeah, all day. As the Blob is blobbing him and pulling back, and he's reaching out.
Yeah.
That you can see his skin. Dude, you can see his skin like being pulled off of his skeleton. It's so fucked, man.
I just want to hang out with those FX artists and be like, how do you do it? Like, tell me fucking everything.
Yeah, like I feel like that movie is a perfect storm of everything that was going on in horror in the 80s. And it's like those dudes, they took I know it's a remake of a 50s movie, and and that original movie was actually really funny and really good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great.
I just rewatched it.
It's really good.
You just reminded me of this
song.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
You just reminded me of this. I noticed that Goosebumps, first off, they make a Blob reference, and if you really like sit and like think about it as you're watching it, it's pretty much a remake of the OG Blob.
Yeah,
but
Goosebumps
instead of the Blob, it's the Goosebumps shit.
I think it was in the ice rink, right? The Blob comes out of the hockey rink.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember where he said it. One of them said it, and I was like,
callback.
"Oh shit!" But yeah. And I started watching it. I was like, "Oh yeah, they go to a school and they go to this, and it destroys the town." And like, I was like, "Man, they really just like, skinned it. It's pretty sick."
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I love. Go ahead.
Please. No, please.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, please.
No,
it's all good. Go ahead.
Josh, go ahead.
Know what I was going to say, dude.
Me neither. Dude. Go ahead.
I was going to improvise something.
We got 7 movies. 7 minutes. You're good. You're good.
We do have 7 movies. This was the 7th.
Yeah.
I saw the Blob young. and I vividly remember the car scene because I didn't realize how fucking like this was one of my first earliest experiences with body horror. I saw The Thing young and I saw this young, and the way, and you watch it now and you're like, okay, so it's just like a rubber mask and the way they manipulated it. But when you're a kid and you see someone's face cave in like that, I was
fucked up, dude.
That's fucking terrifying. And then the blob like jumps out at his arm and you see her face all warped with the tendrils and shit. And that part fucked me up. And then I never watched it again for like years. And I realized as I was getting older, I was like, I got to watch that one again because that's like a classic. And I think I remember I liked part of it. And I think like it wouldn't scare me now. And for the longest time, I couldn't find it to like rent or buy.
It was
or
really hard to find for a while.
Stream anywhere.
Yeah.
And so it just like sat in the back of my mind. It's like, you got to rewatch The Blob. It's been so long. And then 3 years ago, it popped up on like Peacock or something. And I was like, oh, I can finally rewatch The Blob. All right. And I put it on and I forgot how immediately it gets going.
Yeah.
Like,
fast paced.
Yeah. Like they introduce this couple and you're like, okay, so this is our hero. And then it's like, nope, he's fucked. And you're like, oh, okay. So like the hitchhiker with the hands, then his whole body's like dissolved. I'm like, oh shit, it's right out the gate. Yeah. And it's just like the story beats. There's like the good kills, the good effects, these crazy like sequences, and they're all just like so tight and well put together that I'm like, this movie does not have any lulls. It doesn't have any.
None. It never lets up, and it just keeps getting crazier.
Yeah,
like it
just relentless.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I guess that's what's so.
And it's got him just fucking like jumping off of random bridges and shit with his fucking mullet flapping.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's what's so crazy about that movie is it expands into something so much bigger than what you ever would expect it to with just the name of The Blob.
Yeah.
Like they really took that concept and really exploded it.
And it's so funny because like we said, like The Blob is not a movie title that like describes this movie accurately. But then once you watch it, you're like, well, yeah, but what the fuck else would you call it?
Yeah. It does make me wonder, like, because I know Rob Zombie was attached to direct the remake of it after Halloween 1 or 2 came out. And it really makes me wonder what the fuck a Rob Zombie Blob movie would end up.
It was going to be like a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Like the blob was going to infect people and they were going to walk around like little blob soldiers.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not
so like Slither?
I think so. Yeah, kind of like that.
Wow. That's
I thought it was going to be some like hillbilly blob that like lives in some desert town in Texas.
Yeah, and the blob's played by Sherry Moon.
To be fair, to be fair, it's a family of blobs.
Well, glad I have that answer now.
It was something I read. I can't remember. I read it recently because he was supposed to do The Crow 3 also.
Right.
Like Rob Zombie had a couple of different horror movies like that he was tied to through his tenure. Like The Crow 3 was supposed to be his first movie ever.
I'm still holding out hope that he gets to make T-Rex because that fucking looked insane.
That'd be nuts.
That's fucking.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Dude,
it's a Danny Trejo.
What the fucking story?
Yeah, I don't know. It was all the art for it that they did to kind of like sell it was so awesome. It was like a Mad Max.
It's like
Danny
a Trejo, Danny Trejo as a fucking like anti-hero who it's just like I think he's just killing a bunch of motherfuckers and like
cool
in like a
it was awesome.
It's kind of like a cross between whatever Danny Trejo movie it would be and Escape from New York.
Yeah, it looked nuts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Danny Trejo is like 90 now, so
and he can still kick all of our asses,
right? Yeah.
At the same time. It's because he's so short, it just start punching us all in the balls.
I'm glad I have that answer now. That's underwhelming.
Are you actually glad, or was it better to not know?
Yeah, maybe. Sorry if I fucked that up for you.
Now I understand. I always kind of was like, man, I kind of wish he did that, but
I wonder if
he didn't.
I wonder did the timelines line up for Slither to have come out and everyone was like, it's too close to Slither?
This is 2009.
Yeah.
It was reported that Zombie would be making his own version of the Blob. It was going to center on an original creature from outer space rather than a gelatinous mass of goo.
which didn't
be
come
dark
from
and
outer
deadly.
space.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Came from outer space.
Totally. Came.
What, the Blob?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely did.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie was also going to remake Chud.
That I would watch because Chud needs a remake.
Until Josh now explains the shitty version.
Yeah.
So in this one,
they were going to be zombies.
All the Chuds are totally cool. They're just a bunch of homeless people. They actually started a 5-star Michelin restaurant in the subway.
Yeah. And then they do a Hands Across America. Fucking, they come out of the sewers and
and that's how they promote the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. It's like The Bear, but with Chuds.
Yes, Chud.
Yes, Chud.
Yes.
Faster, Chud.
Behind Chud.
We're done.
Yes, Chud. God damn it.
I'm cooked.
I think.
Yeah.
How much time's left?
It doesn't matter.
We all, I mean, what else can be said about the Blob?
Yeah, it's great.
It's pretty.
We wish we didn't know what Rob Zombie's plan was for it.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's goo. And you know what?
Yeah, it is good.
Goo. James likes
no,
goo.
it's goo. It's goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good goo. So you can still make t-shirts about
it's great.
it.
Yeah,
James is all about goo. Justin's all about vibes. That's,
goo vibes.
You put us together, you got goo vibes, baby.
Goo vibes only.
Goo vibes only.
Goo vibes only. Yeah.
If we ever
This
get
is-
like an actual production, it's just gonna be like this, and then one of us gets slimed for some reason.
Oh man. Goo
You said the
vibes.
word of the day.
What would you do? Fucking Mark Summers comes
Yeah.
out.
Creep, would you do?
Yeah.
I got so much shit to clean up. Thanks, Mark. Fucking asshole.
Nickelodeon came into my house, sprayed fucking slime everywhere, ruined everything.
I told you to put down some shit on the carpet.
Goo.
Put down some Bisqueen. Fuck.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. We got it. We
that was
covered
funny.
our
We only have to
bases.
do one more of these.
No, two.
Two more.